Hello everyone, welcome to Study Point Life. Today is basically the continuation of the last class. In the last class we did some topic from ICSE class 10 first chapter force. Uh, the chapter thing that we did in the last class is the moment of force, couple and equilibrium of bodies. In this class, we will discuss the numerical based problem as I have written over here. The numerical based problem from this chapter. The topic that we have already done in the last class, the numericals will be based on that topic only. So, let's move the numericals problem. See, the first question here it is given the moment of force of 5 Newton about a point P is 2 Newton meter. First, what we have to do? We have to write the given thing. See, the moment of force is 2 Newton meter. So the given is the moment of force is 2 Newton meter. And the force, see, this is the force only. So force is 5 Newton. These two things is given. Now what we have to calculate? Calculate the distance of the point of application of force from the point P. Now, as we know that moment of force that is equals to force into perpendicular distance. And here we have to find the distance. See, the calculate the distance. So we have to find the distance that we have to find. Now see, in this relation there have basically two terms, the moment of force and perpendicular distance. See, the moment of force, it is given here, it is 2 Newton meter, force is 5 Newton, and we have to find the distance, that is the perpendicular distance we have to find. As we have to find this one, so what we will do, we will divide this 5 Newton over here. That will be the distance. Okay. See, from here you can say that the distance is equals to 2 Newton meter by 5. 2 Newton meter by 5 Newton. See, the Newton will cancel, and after dividing it will be 0.4 meter. So this is the distance, and it was a question, find the distance. Now the distance is 0.4 meter. Now if we move to the second question, see, it is basically the advanced thing of the first question. In the first question, what I did, we already have seen. Now if we move to the second question, it is basically the advanced level of the first question. Now see, a man can open a nut by applying a force of 150 Newton. Now write what are the given thing. First given thing is force. First given thing is force, that is 150 Newton. By using a lever of length, see, the length, that is the distance is given. So let us write as length. Length is 0.4 meter. What should be the length of the handle if it is able to open it by applying a force of 60 Newton? If he is able to open it by applying a force of 60 Newton. Now see, from the first question they have given length, see, length and force. So by using these two values, we can find the moment of force. What will be the moment of force? Moment of force is equals to force into distance or length, whatever it is. So force is 150 Newton into 0.4 meter. So it is 60 Newton meter. So this is the moment of force. See, this is the moment of force. Now, as because the same lever is used, So what should be the length of the handle? Now, for the second part, this was basically the first part of this second question. Now we are moving to the second part. What should be the length of the handle if he is able to open it by applying a force of this? Now for second part, what are the thing that is given? See, in the second part, the thing is moment of the force is given 60 Newton. Now we have what we have, moment of force is equals to 60 Newton meter. For this case, what should be the length of the handle? So what we have to find? We have to find the length that we actually have to find. Now let us write moment of force is equals to force into distance or length. So let us write length over here. Now what is the moment of force? That is 60 Newton meter. 60 Newton meter. What is force? That is 60 Newton into length. So we can say that a length is equals to 60 Newton will be divided. So 60 Newton meter by 60 Newton. See, Newton will cancel, 60 will cancel. So the answer is 1 meter. So the question was that what should be the length of the handle? So the length of the handle should be 1 meter so that he is able to open it by applying a force of 60 Newton. So the next is question number 3. But before going to question number 3, I want to say one thing. The question number 1 and 2 that we have just done, that is based on the moment of force. The question number 3 is based on the couple. And there will be another question that will be based on the equilibrium of bodies. And these 3 topics basically we did in the last class. So question number 1 and 2 was based on moment of force. Now let's have a look numerical based on couple. See, 2 force of each. As because there are 2 force, it denotes that it is already couple. But there are condition that should be opposite each other. See, respectively at the 2 end uniform rod, upward and downward. So it is opposite at each other. So we can say that this kind of problem is basically based on couple. Now, see, let's have a look of the question first. 2 forces each of magnitude 2 Newton acts vertically upwards and downwards respectively at the 2 ends of the uniform rod of length 1 meter, which is pivoted at its center. Draw a diagram. So first let us draw a diagram of this arrangement. See, this is the uniform rod. Uniform rod, so it is a uniform rod. Let us take A, B, and this is the midpoint, that is O. See, pivoted at its center. So fixed point should be at the middle. So let's take the middle point as O. So we can say that AO is equals to OB, as because this is the midpoint of the uniform rod, and 2 force acts downward and upward. So here upward, first here it was upward, so that's why upward, and then downward, that's why here downward. We have to see, because here it is written that respectively, so we have to move from left to right, first upward then downward. Now the total length of the uniform bar is 1 meter. So AB is 1 meter, we can say, and the force is 2 Newton. So it is 2 Newton, it is also 2 Newton. Now from here, what are the things we have right now? AB, the total length is 1 meter, so we can say AO is equals to OB is equals to half of AB. Half of AB is 1, so 0.5 meter. This is the length of AO and OB. And what the another thing we have, that is force, that is 2 Newton. See, for the left part, the thing will be like that. The moment of force at A about point O is equals to, we are going to find the moment of force at point A above the point O, that is force into perpendicular distance. Now what is force? That is 2 Newton into perpendicular distance. You see here, that is OA, so 2 Newton into 0.5 meter, so it will be 1 Newton meter. Now what will be the direction of rotation? See, this is the bar suppose, and here this point is fixed, and here the force is upward, so the direction of rotation is clockwise. Now if we see for the right part, see, same thing, the moment of force at B. Now for the point B about point O, what will be the thing? That is again force into perpendicular distance. In this case it is OB. So what is force? Force is 2 Newton and OB is 0.5 meter. So we can say it is again 1 Newton meter. And what is the direction of rotation? See, here this point is fixed, and here the force is in the downward direction. So here also the direction of rotation is clockwise. Now, as I said in the last class, that if two force acts at a certain time, so these are basically known as couple. So here we can say that the total moment of forces, okay, moment of forces or moment of couple, whatever we can say, moment of couple. See, in these two cases there was moment of force, but here two forces are acting at a particular time, so it may be written as moment of forces or a moment of couple. About point O, that is, here it was 1 Newton meter clockwise, and here also it was 1 Newton meter clockwise. So what will be the total moment of forces or the total moment of couple about point O? That is 1 Newton meter plus 1 Newton meter. Ultimately it will be 2 Newton meter the clockwise degree rotation. So let's move to the last part. See, here the figure shows a uniform meter rule. AB pivoted at the other end A at the 0 mark and supported at the other end B by a spring balance. See, here I have drawn a figure. A, this point is A and this point is B. A point is pivoted and B point is suspended by a spring balance. When the weight of 40 kg is suspended at its 40 cm mark. See, from here at a distance of 40 cm, 40 kg of weight is suspended. Suspended means it is in the downward direction. Find the reading of the spring balance when the rule is of mass 20 kgf. The entire mass of the rule is 20 kgf, but we have to find the reading. Now, what will be the reading of the spring balance? See, as because the entire rule is in the suspended condition, so to suspend or to hold a bar, this spring balance must have to give an upward force. So that's why the force is acting upward, and this force will show as the spring balance reading. So before going to the numerical, one thing we have to draw in this diagram, that is the mass of 20 kgf is acting of the uniform meter rule. So for a case of a uniform meter rule, always the CG acts from the midpoint of the entire bar. So as because the entire length is 40 plus 60, that is 100 centimeter, so at the distance of 50 centimeter, the 20 kgf will act. Okay, as the mass is of 20 kgf, so the mass of uniform material always will act from the middle of the length of the bar. Now, as we already have done for equilibrium condition, total clockwise rotation will be equal to the total anti-clockwise rotation. Now see one thing. Let us write total clockwise rotation is equals to total anti-clockwise rotation. Okay, now see, let us see in which direction it will rotate. See here, suppose this point is pivoted and here the force is acting downward. So when the force will act downward, it will try to rotate in clockwise direction, and for this force it is acting upward direction, so it will in the rotation will be in the anti-clockwise direction. So when this point is fixed, for these two cases, both of these two cases, the force is acting downward, so the rotation will be like this, that is in clockwise direction. And when this point is fixed and the force is acting upward, it will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. Now the total clockwise rotation, so as just we have seen that the clockwise rotation will be for these two. So what is the total moment of force? 40 into 40 means force into distance. So here the force is 40 kgf and distance is 40 centimeter. So 40 kgf into 40 centimeter plus 20 kgf into 50 centimeter. That is equals to total anti-clockwise rotation, and that rotation will be for this F. So force into 100 centimeter. Now see, after calculating it will be, see, we have to find the value of F. So let's do one thing, keep F in one side and entire thing in another side. See here 40 into 40, this part 40 into 40 plus 20 into 50, and this part was multiplied with F, so when it will change this side it will be divided, and here it is force, so the unit of force will be kgf. Now let's solve. 1600 plus 1000 by 100 kgf, so it will be 2600 by 100, it is equals to 26 kgf. So this is the total force that the spring balance must have to give to hold the thing, to hold the uniform meter bar. So this force will shown as the rating of spring balance. So the rating of spring balance will be 26 kgf. So these are the four types that is basically based on the topic that we have discussed already in the last class. So before ending the class, I want to say you trace. See, suppose this is the bar and this point is fixed. When this point is fixed and force acting on the right side of the pivot point, there may be two direction. See, this point is pivoted. So for downward direction force, the rotation will be clockwise and it will be anti-clockwise. Okay, and if this is the uniform meter bar, and here also the two things will happen, one in downward and another one in upward direction. So this point is fixed. If the downward force occur, it will give anti-clockwise direction, and if the upward force occur, it will give a clockwise rotation. Now what is the combination of these two? If we combine these two, ultimately what will form? See, we are basically going to combine these two. So if this thing come over here, the point will be the fixed the pivot point will be over here. For this case, see one thing. If the pivot point is over here and here, this thing will reflect like this. Here it will clockwise and it will anti-clockwise direction. And this thing if come over here, as because this point is fixed. So for the right part, it will be like that, clockwise direction, and it will be anti-clockwise direction. So this is the basic conclusion. What if this point is fixed? So the force acting on the right hand side, the downward part will give the clockwise and upward part will give the anti-clockwise rotation, and the just vice versa of the thing. If the force act on the left hand side, so in this case, this downward force will give anti-clockwise and upward force will give the clockwise rotation. So I think these all are exactly clear to all of you. So let us finish the class over here. On the next part, we will do the remaining two part of this first chapter, the fourth. There are two parts remaining. In the next video, we will do that. I think you guys are enjoying our class. So please stay with Study Point Live. Keep supporting us. Please like, subscribe, and share our channel, and share the videos as much as possible, so that each and every board exam aspirant can see our videos, and we can help each and every students of the board experience through the YouTube channel. So keep supporting us and stay with us. Have a nice day.